This is the Canon FD 55mm f1.2 lens, a lens that came out 50 years ago alongside the Canon AE1, which is a film camera, and it's quickly become one of my favorite lenses to shoot on. It just has so much character, and there's just a different feel to every image and video that you take with it. I had gotten this lens in Korea from one of the second-hand stores near Namdaemun Market for about 350 AUD.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all my money.
No. You saved the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to use it, all you need is one of the little RF to FD adapters here. It's very thin, and the adapter was only about $30, so it's a very budget option. I'd say a good amount of my favorite photos have been taken on this lens because you can just get the vintage look straight out of camera. Because this is a film lens, you kind of get the film vibe as well, except on a newer sensor. The first thing you'll notice when using one of these lenses is how much bloom you get in the highlights and how soft everything looks. I would say it's not exactly a film look, but it's very similar just because you're using a lens from a film camera. And so I think these vintage lenses perform best in places with high contrast, a lot of light and a lot of darkness together, and you get such nice photos. So I took this lens to Japan because it's a place with a lot of different lights and highlights, and I think is where this lens shines best. From Tokyo to Sendai and even a little bit in Hokkaido, you can get a lot of these different nice vibey shots. There's no issue with the clarity, but it also has this unique touch to it. But what I don't really like about this lens is the vignetting. It's okay to shoot in horizontal because you get a nice roll off on the bottom and the sides, but when you shoot in vertical, the vignetting stays on this side of the lens and you kind of get a lopsided photo. You can see this one, but with some editing you can kind of balance it out. It's very much a horizontal based lens. I wouldn't say that about a lot of lenses, but I guess because this is a vintage lens that was developed with a horizontal kind of photography in mind, it's orientated to that. But I guess another thing that I don't exactly like too much about it is its manual. I'm a bit of a lazy photographer, and especially when you're traveling, you kind of need to move very fast and be able to manually focus very fast. But I guess that is also a good thing because it makes it more fun to shoot. I just wish it had some autofocus capabilities just because it would look really cool with videos and vlogging, but that's just me trying to find something to complain about. I really love this lens, and for $350 for an f1.2, it's an amazing lens. I'd say anyone who's new or on a budget or just wants to experiment with different kinds of lenses or photography and all that, I'd recommend you guys to just explore vintage lenses. Not only this lens, I love this lens, but a lot of the different vintage lenses you can buy now are like dirt cheap, $300-400. They're way cheaper than a lot of Canon lenses and a lot of Sony G Master lenses. So if you're someone who just wants to experiment or just getting into it, like, you don't have to spend a lot of money for these vintage lenses. So definitely next time you're traveling and can pass by a vintage store either overseas or in your home country, definitely check out the vintage lenses because you never know what kind of hidden gems you can find for sometimes $100 or even less. So get out there, keep creating, and I'll see you guys next time. So keep making stuff.